8 Gates Awakening. The 8 inner gates are a series of 8 specific tenketsu, chakra points, within a ninja's body. These gates regulate the natural flow of chakra and serve as a built-in safety mechanism. Normally, a person only utilizes about 20% of their total chakra capacity. The gates exist to prevent excessive chakra usage, which could cause severe physical damage or even death. These points are distributed across the body. 2 are located in the brain, left and right hemispheres, 5 along the spine, and 1 at the heart. The primary function of the gates is to protect the user from overexertion. In a way, they act similarly to how the human brain limits muscle output in real life. Without these restrictions, a person could tear their muscles apart or even break their own bones from excessive force. However, by unlocking these gates, a ninja can temporarily remove these natural limitations and unleash tremendous power. Each gate that is opened grants a significant boost in physical abilities, but at the cost of increased strain on the body. The more gates a person opens, the greater the power they gain, but the harsher the physical consequences become. Opening the gates requires rigorous training and intense mental focus. Gates 1 through 7 can be unlocked through extensive physical conditioning and experience in combat. This training pushes the body to its absolute limits, allowing a ninja to gradually gain the ability to open more gates over time. However, the 8th gate, known as the Gate of Death, is different. This gate requires a direct physical action, stabbing one's own heart, to forcibly unleash all of the body's remaining chakra in an ultimate burst of power. This final gate grants strength far beyond that of any normal shinobi, but it almost always results in the user's death. Rock Lee's journey under Might Guy's training is a prime example of how the 8 gates are unlocked through dedication and discipline. Despite lacking the ability to use ninjutsu or genjutsu, Lee became a formidable warrior solely through his mastery of the gates. Hey guys, if you're still watching, that means you're a true Naruto fan. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, and we'd love for you to be part of this journey. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and drop a comment to let us know what you think. Your support is what keeps this channel going. Now, First Gate, Cayman. The first gate, Gate of Opening, is located in the left hemisphere of the brain. It serves as the initial step in unlocking a ninja's full physical potential. By opening this gate, a shinobi removes the mental inhibitions that naturally hold them back, such as fear, self-doubt, and hesitation. This results in an immediate increase in speed and strength, allowing for quicker reaction times and more forceful strikes. The downside, however, is relatively mild. Using this gate only causes light fatigue, making it the safest and most frequently activated among the 8 gates. Due to its low risk, it can even be unlocked unintentionally. For instance, Kakashi Hatake is said to have accidentally opened the first gate while desperately climbing a mountain. This suggests that in moments of extreme stress, even those unfamiliar with the technique might temporarily tap into its power. One of the most famous techniques associated with the first gate is front lotus. This devastating move involves wrapping an opponent in bandages, launching them into the air, and then spinning violently before slamming them into the ground head first. However, the high-speed nature of this move means that once executed, the user is left momentarily vulnerable. Might Guy even forbade Rock Lee from using it against Sasuke Uchiha, knowing the risks involved. Second gate, Kumon. The second gate, Gate of Healing, is found in the right hemisphere of the brain. Unlike the first gate, which mainly removes psychological barriers, the second gate focuses on restoring stamina and revitalizing the body. It allows a shinobi to recover a burst of energy, keeping them from tiring too quickly in combat. This results in a further increase in physical power, enabling longer and more intense battles. The negative effects of the second gate remain unclear. It likely causes mild exhaustion after extended use, but it does not appear to inflict immediate physical damage. Instead, it acts as a reinforcement mechanism, helping maintain performance when transitioning into the higher gates. There are no signature techniques specifically tied to the second gate. Instead, it is often used in combination with other gates to sustain prolonged attacks. One such example is Rock Lee's use of the second gate to prepare for reverse lotus, ensuring he had the energy to execute the technique without collapsing mid-fight. Third gate, Simon. Positioned at the top of the spine, the third gate, Gate of Life, marks a dramatic turning point in battle. Upon activation, the user's blood circulation increases exponentially, leading to a visible transformation. The skin takes on a reddish hue, veins bulge, and the hair stands on end due to the surge of energy. This gate pushes a ninja's speed and reflexes to a near superhuman level. At this stage, movements become so rapid that even high-level combatants struggle to keep up. The physical cost, however, is steep. Once the gate closes, the user experiences extreme exhaustion and may even faint from overexertion. The signature technique of the third gate is reverse lotus. This devastating combo is an upgraded version of front lotus, incorporating a rapid series of strikes before slamming the opponent into the ground with even greater force. One of the most iconic displays of the third gate occurred during the Chunin exams when Rock Lee fought Gaara. By unlocking this gate, Lee moved at speed so incredible that even Gaara's automatic sand defense struggled to react. Even more impressively, Sasuke Uchiha, who had recently copied Lee's base-level speed, was unable to keep up at all. This moment showcased just how much of a difference the gates could make in battle. Fourth gate, Shomon. The fourth gate, Gate of Pain, is situated lower along the spine. At this stage, the body is pushed beyond its natural endurance, forcing the muscles to operate at an intensity far greater than normal. The result is a further increase in speed, power, and agility, but at a painful cost. As the name suggests, activating this gate leads to severe physical strain. Muscles begin to tear, capillaries rupture, and bleeding can occur, sometimes even from the nose or mouth. While the first three gates focus on removing limitations and boosting energy, the fourth gate crosses the threshold where the body begins to break down from the strain. Despite the risks, the fourth gate significantly enhances the effectiveness of reverse lotus, making it even more devastating. During his battle with Gaara, Rock Lee opened this gate to finally break through Gaara's sand armor, dealing his opponent real damage for the first time. This moment emphasized Lee's unbreakable resolve, as he willingly endured intense pain just for the chance to defeat his opponent. Fifth gate, Tomon. Located along the lower spine, near the abdomen, the fifth gate, Gate of Limit, marks the transition from high-level enhancement to absolute destruction. While the previous gates focused on gradually increasing speed and power, the fifth gate takes a different approach. It unleashes raw, unrestrained force for a final, decisive blow. When activated, the user's muscles contract explosively, pushing the body into an overdrive state. This surge in power allows for one last, devastating attack, making it ideal for ending a battle swiftly. However, this boost comes at a severe cost. Bones may shatter from the sheer force exerted. In extreme cases, compound fractures, where the bone pierces through the skin, can occur, rendering the user unable to continue fighting. Lee, under the guidance of Might Guy, had trained to unlock the first 5 gates, a feat unheard of for a genin. When faced with Gaara's unbreakable sand defense, Lee did the unthinkable. He removed his weighted training gear and opened the 8 gates one by one. Gate of Opening, first gate. His movements became faster, more fluid. Gate of Healing, second gate. His energy surged, keeping him in peak condition. Gate of Life, third gate. His skin flushed red, veins bulging with unleashed power. Gate of Pain, fourth gate. His strikes became brutal, breaking through Gaara's defenses. Gate of Limit, fifth gate. He unleashed the Reverse Lotus, a rapid aerial assault that left Gaara struggling to keep up. For the first time, the audience and the proctors gasped in disbelief. A mere genin was moving so fast that even Gaara's automatic sand shield struggled to keep up. Lee's strikes were relentless, and for a brief moment, it seemed like victory was within his grasp. One of the most tragic examples of this gate's consequences was this battle. In a desperate attempt to defeat his opponent, Lee opened the fifth gate to unleash the final strike of Reverse Lotus. While the technique was incredibly powerful, Lee's body could not withstand the strain, resulting in severe injuries to both his arms and legs. These injuries nearly ended his ninja career, proving that while the fifth gate grants extraordinary power, it also demands a painful sacrifice. Sixth gate, Kimon. The sixth gate, Gate of View, is situated along the spine at the level of the stomach. Unlike the previous gates, which primarily focus on increasing raw strength and speed, the sixth gate elevates all physical attributes simultaneously. This enhancement manifests visibly as the user's aura turns a bright blue-green, and their energy output becomes so intense that it repels water from their surroundings. At this stage, the user achieves a new tier of combat prowess, rivaling even elite-level shinobi. The sheer force of their movements creates shockwaves, further amplifying their destructive potential. The downside, while not explicitly stated, is assumed to be immense strain on the body, likely leading to muscle tears, extreme fatigue, and internal damage. The most iconic technique of the sixth gate is Morning Peacock. This high-speed barrage consists of rapid punches so fast that the friction with the air ignites them, creating a flurry of flaming strikes. The attack resembles a meteor shower, overwhelming the opponent with an unrelenting assault. Might Guy famously used this technique against Kisame Hoshigaki. With blinding speed, Guy's fists rained down like shooting stars, completely overpowering Kisame in an instant. This display of dominance cemented the sixth gate as a turning point, where a shinobi transcends human limitations. Seventh gate, Kiyomon. Found below the stomach along the spine, the seventh gate, Gate of Wonder, propels the user beyond the capabilities of most shinobi. Upon activation, the user's body undergoes another striking transformation. A blue-green vapor rises from their skin, the result of their sweat evaporating from the sheer intensity of their energy output. This gate grants an enormous increase in speed, power, and durability, allowing the user to fight on par with some of the strongest figures in the Naruto universe. However, the after effects are brutal, as the body endures severe muscle tears and internal damage after prolonged use. The signature technique of the seventh gate is Daytime Tiger. Unlike previous gate-enhanced attacks, which rely on physical contact, this move is a long-range shockwave attack. By compressing air into a single point and releasing it in the shape of a roaring tiger, the user generates an explosive impact capable of obliterating everything in its path. Might Guy demonstrated this technique against Kisame, delivering a single strike so powerful that it completely neutralized him, leaving Kisame unable to fight back. This moment further solidified Guy's reputation as the Konoha's noble green beast, a warrior who, despite lacking ninjutsu or genjutsu, could stand among the strongest through sheer willpower and discipline. Eighth gate, Shimon. The eighth and final gate, Gate of Death, is the ultimate expression of human strength and sacrifice. Unlike the previous gates, which focus on gradually enhancing physical capabilities, the eighth gate completely removes the body's natural limitations, unleashing 100% of the user's potential. This power surge is so overwhelming that even the 5 cage would struggle to match it. However, this newfound strength comes at the highest price. The eighth gate is located in the heart, and once activated, it forces the body into a state of absolute overdrive, burning through every last ounce of chakra and cellular energy. The blood within the body boils and evaporates, creating a red aura resembling flames. While this transformation grants godlike speed and power, the side effect is certain death. Once the gate closes, the user's body shuts down permanently. The eighth gate grants access to 2 legendary techniques: Evening Elephant, Sekizo, a sequence of 5 massive air pressure shockwaves, each stronger than the last. With every punch, the air itself compresses into a devastating force, capable of obliterating anything in its path. Night Guy, Yagai, the pinnacle of taijutsu. This final attack focuses all remaining energy into a single, devastating kick. The force is so immense that it distorts space itself, creating an afterimage of a blood-red dragon. The most defining moment of the Eighth Gate's power occurred during Might Guy's battle against Madara Uchiha. Even in this godlike state, Madara acknowledged Guy's strength, declaring him the strongest taijutsu user he had ever faced. During the Fourth Great Ninja War, at its climax, the legendary Madara Uchiha had ascended to Ten Tails Jinchuriki status, making him nearly invincible. Every attack thrown at him was futile, every opponent a mere insect before his overwhelming power. That was until Might Guy stepped forward. Knowing that no conventional attack could harm Madara, Guy made the ultimate choice. He opened the Eighth Gate, the Gate of Death. In an instant, his body transformed. His aura turned blood red, his muscles expanded, and the sheer heat from his body burned the ground beneath him. The entire battlefield trembled from the pressure of his unleashed energy. Madara, a warrior who had fought countless legendary shinobi, finally acknowledged a true challenge. What followed was one of the greatest taijutsu displays in history. Evening Elephant. 5 consecutive shockwave punches, each stronger than the last, sent Madara reeling for the first time. Night Guy, the ultimate attack. Guy focused every last ounce of his power into one final kick, moving so fast that space itself distorted around him. The force was so immense that it shattered Madara's entire body, nearly killing him. For the first time, Madara was afraid. However, as with all users of the Eighth Gate, Guy's body could not withstand the power he had unleashed. His muscles tore apart, his blood evaporated from his skin, and his very life force began to burn away. As his vision faded, he had no regrets. He had given everything to protect his teammates. But fate had other plans. In an unprecedented moment, Naruto, now using Six Paths' power, intervened and saved Guy from certain death, making him the only known survivor of the Eighth Gate's activation. Though his shinobi career ended that day, his legend lives on. Another historical example is Might Dai, Guy's father, who sacrificed himself by opening the Eighth Gate to defeat 6 of the 7 ninja swordsmen of the mist. Might Dai was a mere genin, a title that in the shinobi world often implies weakness or lack of skill. However, his ranking did not define his spirit. Unlike prodigies who were born with talent, Dai was a man who forged himself through relentless training. For years, he secretly mastered the 8 inner gates, knowing that one day he might need them to protect what he held dear. That day came when he and his son found themselves trapped by the 7 ninja swordsmen of the mist, an elite group feared across the shinobi world. These warriors were known for their unmatched skill in kenjutsu, and even Jonin-level ninjas struggled to survive against them. Faced with impossible odds, Dai made a decision that would immortalize his name. He opened the 8th gate, the Gate of Death. The battle that followed was nothing short of a massacre. 6 of the 7 swordsmen fell to his overwhelming power, their legendary status meaning nothing before the fury of the eternal genin. His body, pushed beyond all limits, burned itself from the inside as he delivered one final rampage to ensure his son and comrades escaped. Dai's sacrifice proved 2 things. The 8 gates were a force that could challenge even the most feared shinobi. Hard work could stand on equal footing with natural talent. His death, while tragic, became the cornerstone of Might Guy's philosophy, the belief that effort and perseverance could surpass any barrier. Real-world connections. From a scientific perspective, the concept of the 8 inner gates can be linked to a real-world phenomenon known as hysterical strength. This occurs when a person momentarily surpasses their normal physical limits during moments of extreme stress or danger. There have been documented cases of individuals performing superhuman feats, such as lifting a car to save someone trapped underneath, due to an overwhelming surge of adrenaline. The 8 gates in Naruto function similarly, allowing a ninja to push beyond their body's natural limits. The morning peacock technique, where punches move so fast they ignite air, is grounded in real physics. Similar to how spacecraft generate extreme heat when re-entering Earth's atmosphere, Guy's rapid strikes create enough friction and air compression to cause visible flames. The night guy technique, powerful enough to warp space, mirrors Einstein's theory of relativity. When an object moves at near light speed, it gains immense mass and energy, distorting space-time. This explains why Madara was nearly obliterated by the attack. Naruto subtly incorporates real scientific principles into its most extreme taijutsu moves. Culturally, the 8 gates share similarities with chakra points in Buddhist and Hindu traditions. In these spiritual systems, the body is believed to contain key energy centers that regulate life force. Although the number and locations of these points differ from Naruto's version, the fundamental concept remains the same. Unlocking these energy points grants greater power. In Naruto, training and sheer willpower replace meditation as the key to unlocking hidden potential. The idea of self-sacrifice is also deeply rooted in Eastern teachings. True enlightenment often requires letting go of one's life for a greater cause, just as opening the final gate demands the ultimate price. Might Die, Might Guy and the Suicide Core embody this philosophy, showing unwavering dedication and sacrifice. Thanks for watching till the end. See ya.